Hi YouTubers, welcome to my Child Tech World. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and turn on post notification. And if you are a regular subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to take a look at ND filters and what the hell is ND filters. Should I get it? Should I not get it? Does it make sense? Everyone has it. Do I know how to use it? All those questions you have about ND filter, I'm gonna challenge myself to answer those questions. If you're new to video production like myself, and you've got all these crazy equipment, drones and Osmo Auction, Osmo Pocket, you've probably noticed a lot of products for ND filters, and we're gonna dive in deep here today about different type of ND filters, the brands that are really popular, and what's the difference between each filter. I'm actually going to demonstrate live what each one of the filter will make your video look while having that filter on. Alright, so let's have some fun. We're going to be looking at these ND filters from PGYTECH. This was donated to me from the folks over at PGYTECH, so big shout out guys. I appreciate all the products you sent over, and if you folks are looking for this specific ND filter, I'll have it in the description below. They make filters for all different type of DJI products, and you can hop on the website, put in what product you have, you'll see recommended filters. For this one specifically, we're looking at today's ND filter for the Osmo Pocket, and I'm just going to talk a lot about the functionality of the filters. Alright, so let's talk about the functionality of the filters. This specific pack that I have here consists of 4 ND filters, starting with the ND 8, moving over to the ND 16, and then we have the ND 32 and ND 64. I really like these filters from PGYTECH. They're magnetic. So it actually clips onto the Osmo Pocket, and generally all the filters that PGYTECH offer are magnetic, so it's actually easy to attach onto the lenses. It comes in this really nice case, which is also magnetic, and it's very portable, compact, easy to throw into your backpack while you're taking out your video equipment to travel. You just push on the door here, pops the filters out. There's also an empty slot for 2 extra filters. These would be specialized ND filters like ND 1000 or different polarizing filter that you can obviously include in your carry-on. So the 4 that I have today is ND 16, ND 8, ND 32, and ND 64. So let's start by putting on the ND 8. And while it's on, I'm going to be talking about some of the great advantage of using an ND8, and then we'll cycle through ND16, ND32, and ND64, and you guys will see real time how it changes your video while you're using a filter. Hi YouTubers. Okay guys, so I'm outdoor. It's about 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Pretty bright sunlight, and I want to just do some tests of all the filters so you guys can see what's the difference with the ND8, ND16, ND32, and ND64 filter. So this is what the Osmo Pocket looks like without any filters. As you can see, the sky is a little bit overexposed, and if I'm gonna pan a little bit more up, you can see some harsh exposure on the histogram there. And let's move the camera around. You guys can see as I get more direct to the sunlight, everything below is underexposed and everything above is overexposed. And if you're a vlogger or if you're doing a lot of outdoor video, this will definitely be very difficult to capture real detail. So that's the reason why we choose to get filters. Really nice scenery right now, by the way. This is the replica of Air Force One, and right now it's closed, but on a typical summer afternoon, you can actually get in there and you can see what it's like to be on Air Force One. That is a Boeing 747-400, which is currently being retired right now and replaced with the Boeing 747-8i. Alright, so I switch over to the PGYTECH ND8, and as you guys can see now, we're getting more details in the blue. We're not seeing so much overexposure. However, you can definitely see a little bit of overexposure towards the bottom. But let's put it to a real test. Let's pan over to the direct sun, and as we move closer and we move up, you guys can see how harsh it is towards direct exposure to the sun, and everything below is obviously underexposed. So that's the challenge here, finding the right setting to expose your video. So as you guys can see, this is also a little bit overexposed, so I'm gonna switch over to the ND32 and show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so shooting with the ND32 filter, and as you guys can see, this is much more clearer, not so much overexposed. We can see the colors, we can see true shadows and highlights, and as I pan over to the direct sun, you can actually see more of the colors in the trees. You can see shadows but not so much, and then in terms of the sky is looking more true to its actual color, rather than overexposure. So not bad. This is definitely something closer to what the real image looks like, but that's the reason why I would get the ND filter while shooting outdoors. So I'm gonna switch over now to the ND filter 632 and see what that looks like. Alright, as you can see, there's not a lot of difference between the ND16 and ND32. I feel it looks quite similar. One thing I did notice, you are actually seeing less shadows, and you are getting more even exposure as you pan across the landscape. So definitely the sweet spot would be ND16 and ND32 would be probably the more ideal ND filter to use while it's outdoor and it's sunny, and definitely a lot of green landscape around. This will be more of the I guess accurate filter to use for this type of vlogging. Alright guys, so this is ND64. As you can see, it is extremely dark. I'm in a bright room right now, and you can see how dark that image is coming out with the ND64. And this is really fantastic using the ND64, because you can actually use this in the harshest of sun condition or sunny condition. You can point the OSMO Pocket, or whether you're using a drone or Osmo Action, directly into the sunlight. It would reduce that light that's getting into the filter, allowing you to have a higher shutter speed or a slower shutter speed, by giving you the ultimate control of what a video would look like for whatever the final product you want. So if you want smooth water without any obstacles in the water displayed, this will be a really great filter. If you're looking for that pristine color in terms of long exposure, this will be a really good filter to start with, the ND64. There's also ND1000, and that I would recommend using that filter for really long exposure type of videos. So that will be night photography. The ND1000 will be fantastic because you can set it there for a fairly long period of time, and it will get some really long lines in your night exposure video. So let me do one quick thing while I have the ND64 on. This is the video without the ND64, and this is it with the ND64. So you can see the transition there with being very dark and being normal to what the environment is right now. So that's why I would recommend using filters. If you're vlogging a lot, these filters are pretty small, compact. You basically, it's magnet on the other side, so you just stick it onto your Osmo Pocket. This will reduce the light. Once you have this on, you can adjust your camera setting to whatever setting works for you in your video by using these filters. Now let's say you don't need it. If it's getting darker in the evening, I would not recommend it for normal live vlogging. But if you're looking to do photos with your Osmo Pocket or Osmo Action, these will be great filters to use because you can do really amazing photos while having the control over the camera, shutter speed, and exposure. Hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe. I want to thank PGYTECH for sending this filter pack for me. This is really useful for everyone that's out there. Please check out these guys at PGYTECH. They make great products, and I hope to come to you guys again with some more outdoor video of the filters. I'll have some more description in the discussion below in the comment field of some ideas of how you guys would use filters. If you have suggestions, if you have recommendations, please put it in the comment below, and please subscribe to the channel as we continue to grow this channel in this journey that we're on right now. I want to thank you guys for watching the video so far, and I hope that this has been useful to you guys.